Right. So, right out the gate for you will be because you have South Carolina coming up. Last time you guys appeared with each other was in 2023, if I remember correctly, during the March Madness.
NCAA tournament, second round.
So it didn't turn out too well, but then talking about almost 2 years later, a year later, and it seems like you guys are still registering and firing off on all cylinders. It's a small minor adjustments that we had seen from the last home game. Has it been better during practice leading up to the South Carolina game?
Yeah, you know what? We went to that South Carolina regional 2 years in a row, and I thought first half was a good basketball game in the NCAA tournament. But this is a totally different South Carolina team. Their depth, and she's now playing 5 on the floor, and a brand new 5 are coming in. So the talent level, there's not much of a drop off from 1 through 5 and 6 through 10. So it's a great opportunity for us. We've played a really, really tough schedule up until this point, and our kids and our staff are very excited to go to Columbia and embrace the opportunity to play in a very good basketball team.
Coach, when you're playing a team like South Carolina, you play a top-notch schedule. Is that to compare your girls to what the other team looks like, these top teams, or is it to get ready for the conference season, to give you a barometer?
I think it's when you play this type of schedule, you don't play games, you don't play opponents to compare yourself to the other opponents or anything like that. I think playing this type of schedule helps you in a lot of different facets, right? Number one, I think this is a type of schedule that recruits and players want to play, right? That's number one. 2, I think the schedule definitely prepares you for league play because you've played against some of the best players and coaches in the country. 3, in regards to your net and strength of schedule, there's no denying that the committee can really look at us that we went out of our way to play a very competitive November and December, right? And 4, I think if you look at our program in the last, 10, 12 years, we've won a fair share of these type of top 10, top 25 type of games. So we spoke after last game. When you look at our record, I think we're a lot better than a 5-5 team. It's a great opportunity for our program and our kids. But yeah, I mean, it's going to be a difficult game. We know that. We're going to have to play very, very well. We're going to have to finish around the rim, not give South Carolina extra possessions by live ball turnovers or extra possessions on the glass, right? So the environment is going to also be a special environment. It'll be an NCAA tournament environment. So there's a lot of reasons why you play these games.
Coach,
and there's a lot of reasons why people shy away from playing these games too.
True.
Coach, coming off exam week,
Yeah.
get a week off. How's your health right now? Not
My
your
health?
team. Let me rephrase that.
No, we've had 3 or 4 kids with the change of weather, right? It's like today, right? I'm driving here from Lutz and I got my seat warmers and my heater on, right? Well, probably on the way home, I'll have my air conditioning on. So the change of temperature just has some effect on your health, without a doubt.
What about the rest part of it? Because against a team that's so deep, it's probably going to be beneficial to be well rested and ready to go. But how did you feel the time between the 10 days?
Well, again, your schedule changes a little bit differently during finals week, right? Because we played Merrimack on that Thursday, right? We were off Friday. We did individuals Saturday. We practiced on Sunday, right? We did individuals on Monday. We were off Tuesday. Practice yesterday. Practice today. Practice tomorrow. Travel, right? So, yeah.
The rest part of it, though, and specifically going to their depth. I watched their last 2 games. They bring in a pro team off the bench.
Yeah.
Is it different from UConn maybe or TCU where they've got 1 or 2 star players? You really can't have that one to focus on. They're all good.
Yeah, they're all good, and they've done a great job recruiting and building the program. And they're very, very talented, and they play hard on both ends of the floor.
Coach, you got Connecticut, you got South Carolina, you got TCU.
Right.
What's the
You
similarity?
got Duke too coming up.
Yeah, that's
They're pretty good.
Yeah, looking at South Carolina film in the 2 you played, what's the similarity of the 3 and what's the biggest difference?
I mean, all 3 different styles, right? I mean, I think you saw what Connecticut did to Louisville within the last week, right? And then what South Carolina did to TCU. Totally different. I mean, TCU's bench-wise is not like Connecticut or South Carolina. Now their top 6, 7 guys are really, really good. And hopefully, they can stay healthy because I think they got a really good basketball team. Look at what's gone on with Connecticut, with some of the injuries that they have, and they're getting guys back, and totally different styles of play between all three teams, right? So.
Towards your style of play,
Yep.
forgetting the opponent for a second, what do you want to see in these next
No,
few games?
we got to knock down open shots. We got to shoot better from the floor. We got to finish around the rim. I'd like us to take much better care of the basketball. That's got to be really, really good this weekend. And our rebounding collectively has to be special.
I think the last game, Coach, we had talked about the post-game conference where in the paint it was hit and misses in the first half. Second half seemed to be a little bit better. During practice now, has that been cleaned up just a little bit more? I know you had mentioned that post-game.
Even that game, but I think us speeding the last team we played up and creating some turnovers helped us, but we didn't do a good job finishing around the basket. Now South Carolina is going to have a different interior than we have seen probably since the Caymans.
Coach, my last question, and thank you for your time today. Pat Riley said, I'll play 10, I'm happy with 8, but I only trust 5. Have you got that 5 yet?
Leo, where do you come up with this stuff?
Coach, I thought you'd like that one. It's
Magic.
great
I
quote.
thought you were gonna go, hey, we need 5 and 2, and everybody else is gonna cheer like hell, right? I've heard that one too. Yeah, I mean, I think we got more than 5. We're gonna be fine. We're gonna be fine.
Just a matter of getting experience.
Yep.
Good.